Residents gathered at the site of an attack in Yemen on Sunday as bulldozers and volunteers worked to clear debris in search of survivors. The United States launched strikes which the Houthi-run health ministry said killed at least 31 people in what is the biggest U.S. military operation in the Middle East since President Donald Trump took office in January. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Sunday they would continue until the Iran-aligned Houthis stopped their attacks on Red Sea shipping. He told Fox News, quote, "The minute the Houthis say we'll stop shooting at your ships, we'll stop shooting at your drones, this campaign will end. But until then, it will be unrelenting." The Houthis' military spokesperson on Sunday said without offering evidence that the group had targeted U.S. aircraft carrier USS Harry S. Truman and its warships with ballistic missiles and drones in response to the U.S. attacks. The Pentagon did not immediately respond to a request for comment. U.S. Central Command released footage on Saturday showing fighter jets taking off from an undisclosed location and ships firing missiles and hitting targets. The Houthi movement's political bureau described the attacks as a war crime and said its forces were ready to meet escalation with escalation, while Moscow urged Washington to cease the strikes. The Houthis, who have taken control of most of Yemen over the past decade, said last week they would resume attacks on Israeli ships passing through the Red Sea if Israel did not lift a block on aid entering Gaza. They had launched scores of attacks on shipping after Israel's war with Hamas began in late 2023, saying they were acting in solidarity with Gaza. Trump told Iran, the Houthis' main backer, to stop supporting the group immediately. He also threatened to hold Iran accountable. While Iran condemned the U.S. strikes and the commander of its Revolutionary Guard said the Houthis make decisions on their own.
Gold broke through the $3,000 an ounce milestone for the first time on Friday. It built on a historic rally as trade tensions and US rate cut bets supercharge its appeal as a safe story of value. Gold is traditionally viewed as a safe haven investment during times of inflation or economic volatility. Janet Moy is head of market analysis at RBC Brewin Dolphin.
Gold is really regarded as a hedge as stagflation. It works well in an inflationary environment, low growth environment, and also, of course, these geopolitical tensions that is happening at the moment. So I do think investors probably would favor gold going forward, given this uncertain outlook.
Gold has risen 14% so far this year. The surge has been driven by concerns over the impact of US President Donald Trump's tariffs and a recent market sell-off in stock markets. A global trade war has hurt financial markets and raised recession fears. On Thursday, Trump threatened to put a 200% tariff on alcohol imports from Europe. One leading analyst said investors were searching for stability and finding it in gold. Bets on monetary policy easing by the US Federal Reserve have also helped its performance this year. The Fed is widely expected to keep its benchmark overnight interest rate unchanged at its meeting on Wednesday.
More than 200 alleged Venezuelan gang members arrived in El Salvador on Sunday after being deported from the U.S., the Salvadoran president said. Video released by the El Salvador government shows them being taken to the Terrorism Confinement Center, a mega prison that can hold up to 40,000 inmates. U.S. President Donald Trump invoked the 1798 Alien Enemies Act on Friday to rapidly deport the alleged members. A day later, a federal judge blocked the application of the law for 14 days, saying the statute refers to, quote, hostile acts perpetrated by another country that are commensurate to war. The Trump administration has appealed the ruling. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's government said it rejected the use of the anachronistic U.S. law to deport alleged gang members, saying it violated migrants' rights. The deported are allegedly part of Tren de Aragua, a criminal organization that's been linked to kidnapping, extortion, organized crime, and contract killings.
Thousands of Jair Bolsonaro supporters gathered on Copacabana Beach on Sunday. The ex-president of Brazil faces charges of leading a plot to topple the government and undermine the country's democracy after he lost a 2022 election. Charges against him and several key allies will go before a 5-judge panel at Brazil's Supreme Court next week. If judges agree to hear the trial, Bolsonaro and others will become defendants. He has always denied wrongdoing and did so again at his rally on Sunday.
What coup is this that I have to prove I didn't do? It should be the opposite. They should prove that I tried.
The charges against Bolsonaro were filed by Brazil's Prosecutor General last month, accusing him of organizing a criminal group trying to overthrow the country's democracy. They allege a plot to poison President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, who won the 2022 race and succeeded Bolsonaro in office. On Sunday, demonstrators demanded pardons for Bolsonaro supporters who were accused of ransacking government buildings days after da Silva's inauguration. Daniel Mesquita told Reuters he joined the rally to call for amnesty.
I'm here today to fight for our loved ones who have been imprisoned since January 8th, to ask for amnesty for them, because it is sad and it saddens everyone that they were unjustly arrested.
Bolsonaro told supporters that a bill proposing a pardon for people who participated in the January 8 riots has enough support to be approved in Brazil's lower house. A political scientist who worked on Bolsonaro's 2018 campaign told Reuters that the former leader's strategy relies more than ever on seeking support directly from voters. The Supreme Court did not respond to a request for comment. Bolsonaro is also fighting a ruling by Brazil's Superior Electoral Court, which has barred him from running for public office until 2030. In spite of the ban, he has repeatedly expressed his desire to seek the presidency again in 2026.
Aquí el temor es que se me mueran las plantas.
I'm afraid my plants will die with the fumes coming from the oil.
Que estamos cerca justamente como se ve.
As you can see, the river is close to my plot, to my plants, such as the banana trees. I also have guava trees, maracuya trees, peppercorn trees, avocados, and more.
Todas esas cosas así. Mis animales.
I also have animals, my hens, dogs, and the horse I use to transport my products.